はい、ニジボックスイベント始まりました。モデレーターの丸山と申します。よろしくお願いします。では、早速資料の方を投影するので、少々お待ちいただけたらなと思います。はい、見えておりますでしょうか。はい。改めまして、丸山と申します。よろしくお願いします。私はですね、2011年にリクルートに入社して、その時から、ニジボックスには、出向して関わっておりまして、最初は PDM とか、デザイン組織の、室長をやったりとかしてたんですけれども、2015年ですね、今のニジボックスの UI、UX デザインファーム事業を立ち上げて、事業部長に就任し、その後役員として2023年まで、勤めておりました。で、退職はしてるんですけれども、その後はですね、で、顧問という形で、今も継続的に、携わっております。よろしくお願いします。では、ニジボックスについてです。ニジボックスはですね、リクルートの新規事業提案制度、リングというものがありまして、カーセンサーとかゼクシーが、あとスタディサプリですね、が生まれた、新規、事業提案制度があるんですけれども、そこから、同じように、できて、独立分社化した会社です。で、今はですね、そのデザインファーム事業といったところで、コーポレートサイトを見ていただけたらなと思うんですけれども、リクルートの仕事もやってるんですが、リクルート外の仕事も、やっております。ぜひ、コーポレートサイトの方を見ていただけたらなと思います。では、早速なんですけれども、今日のテーマです。シリコンバレーの AI ツールから学ぶデジタルクリエイティブの進化というテーマでやっていきたいなと思います。はい。で、スピーカーはですね、Create.xyz からザリアさん。で、ニジボックスからは吉川さんの、スピーカーということでやっていただきます。はい。で、タイムスケジュールはですね、まず最初に、ザリアさん、Create.xyz のザリアさんに LT をしていただき、次に、吉川さんに、LT をしていただき、今日はですね、ちょっとこう未来のテーマというのも話していきたいなと思うので、吉川さんと私でパネルトークを20分ほどやらせていただきます。はい。以上のような形で進めさせていただきます。では、早速なんですけれども、ザリアさんの方、よろしくお願いします。
Hello, my name is Zaria Zinn, and I'm the founding designer at Create. Create is an AI powered text app tool that allows you to create web apps and tools using natural language. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about where AI stands in the world of web app building and website building, a little bit about where we've been and where we're going. So, to start, let's talk about the current processes when it comes to app building and website building. Right now, there's a lot of inefficiencies across different workflows. You have to use a lot of tools, you need a lot of people, departments, and specialties, which really separates your actual application from code, design, and product requirements. All of these different pieces are really separate right now. You need different people to run them. You need a lot of people to run them. And so the AI transformation really enables one user to describe their needs and automate an output that really helps with the rest of this process. This is just paring everything down so that you can really be involved within the full process. You don't need people with different specialties, and automation is going to be big in the future of web creation and AI just because you no longer need all of these extra steps. Basically, with your product requirements, you can now just describe what you want. And then you can get automated outputs. You can get automated code outputs, automated design outputs, hosting automated, and you're ready to share and publish a lot faster than you would be. So this simplification is really simplifying the complex software development lifecycle, and it's really making everything streamlined and just changing the way that people are able to build software. People are able to build a variety of different tools. So talking a little bit about the cost of AI. The cost of AI is definitely declining. So AI is running faster and its costs are significantly dropping. So as these models get a lot faster, they get a lot better. These quality and these speed rates are really, really rising. We see a lot of future potential. So as the technology advances, costs decrease, speed increases, and these capabilities will expand, which will essentially empower anybody to build anything. So if we look at this on a timeline with some historical context, from 2000 to 2010, we saw a developer shortage. So there weren't enough people that were qualified to build software at a really high level. And then in 2010 to 2020, we see this rise of kind of no-code SaaS solutions. So these are things on the market which enable non-technical people to dive in, but honestly still require a lot of expertise and training. And now we've seen a lot of these solutions require a marketplace of their own where you're having to hire freelance developers and freelance experts to jump into these no-code solutions. So they're not really just this turnkey, easy way for you to build. And so we're anticipating in, the 2020 to 2030 range, being able to kind of shift towards these custom software solutions that you're able to build yourself. So instead of needing to hire someone to do something, you're able to do it yourself. You're able to do it at a low cost, and you're able to do it really easily. And we see this is going to open up this entire new realm of apps where you're able to actually just build something that you need. And you no longer have to build with a, million-person audience in mind, but if you just need a tool for yourself or for your team or for your small business, you're able to do that at a cost that is going to work for you, and you're able to do it really, really quickly, which allows for this iteration process. And so by bringing speed, low cost, and then frequent iteration together, we think that software is just going to become more ingrained just in everybody's life because it's going to be so much more accessible. So at Create, we like to say that our mission is bringing the power of software creation to everybody. And AI has really just taken that to the next level. Because truly, no matter what your previous history is, no matter what your coding ability is, you really are able to get in and create something just like you would chatting with a friend. And you're able to do it fast, and you're able to do it without needing to spend, a lot of money on a lot of different resources or spend a lot of time training yourself to build the skill sets to really excel in these spaces. So as AI grows and as AI becomes more powerful, we're going to see AI-powered tools grow. We're going to see your standard tools that you see today being built a lot more customized and a lot faster. And you're also just going to be able to see more people's ideas and more people involved in the process. Because you're taking away a lot of technical boundaries, you're able to enable more people to become involved in the process, and more people are able to get their thoughts in, and more people are able to build what's on their mind. So really, by breaking open this entire space, we're going to see tools that we've never seen before from minds that were never able to build tools like this before. And today I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview of Create, and we're going to build something together. So to start, Create is an AI-powered text-to-app builder. So basically, you're able to use natural language to make web apps using Create. You can see that some of the apps that we have made are right here on our homepage. You can make tools, you can make landing pages, you can make a wide variety of things that look really fun and work, because we do have both front end and back end in our product. Everything that we do is actually full code, so your apps that you create are going to be full code applications that do run. You can publish them to a custom domain, you can host right inside of Create, and there's a lot of really fun stuff we're going to dive into today with that. Some of the main things that you can make with Create are AI tools. It's also great for doing demos if you want to put together demos in a sales situation, or if you just want to kind of like try something out. For prototyping, that's going to be really useful, especially for people in the design field, but honestly, really across the board. It's really fun to just be able to put in an idea and immediately kind of get a visual for what that's able to look like. And then Create also allows for you to build components. These are smaller pieces. Since everything is in full code, you are able to export everything from Create outside. So if you do want to build a site with just smaller pieces, that's an option too. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in. So today I'm going to show you how to make an app just like this one. This is a blog post generator that you're able to put in a theme, and then you're able to generate a blog post. You're able to use a variety of kind of AI integrations when you're building. So this one's actually built with Anthropic Sonnet 3.5. You're also able to use ChatGPT 4, and you're able to use Gemini and Grok models as well to power your apps. So here you see I have a blog post, and I can actually even copy the words for that blog post. And this is a really simple app you're going to be able to make quickly. So to start, I'm going to go ahead and make an account. So what can I help you build today? We're going to jump right in. I want a blog post generator. And then all you have to do to make your account is put in your email right here. I'm going to put in the date here and just submit. Then my account's going to be created, and I'm going to come straight into this builder. In here, you're going to immediately actually get an app that is based on your prompt that is going here. Create is built on a canvas, so if you add multiple pages, they're all going to end up in the same canvas. You're able to look at everything at once, and we do run via a chat interface. So here's the chat here, and you're able to kind of chat back and forth as you build. And as we move forward, I'll kind of move through some of our other features. Right now, you can see that we're using Sonnet 3.5 to power this app. Sonnet 3.5 is available for all of our free accounts, and if you do end up upgrading to a pro account, you're able to navigate between different models as well. So here we have a really basic blog post generator, and I'm actually going to just start off by going into demo mode. Demo mode is a way for you to switch between kind of this building function where you're able to click on a certain element and add a specific command, and then demo mode is you're able to use the app as if the app is, live and real. Over here, you can edit the code, and like I said before, everything in Create is full code, so you're able to go in, look at the code, edit it. All of that's available right there. You're able to publish your app live right from here, and then you're also able to share with other people. You can invite different collaborators to your app, and you can collaborate all inside the same project together. So for this blog post right now, we don't have any back-end power for it. So I'm going to start off by adding one of our integrations, which is one of our pre-set up pieces that you're able to add into your apps. So I'm going to say to power this with, then you get to choose. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Anthropic Sonnet 3.5. You can see through this add-ons menu, there's a ton of different integrations that you can play with here. ChatGPT, if you want images, you can go for DALL-E. We have, of course, the Gemini models, we have the Anthropic models, we also have Grok. And you're able to kind of go through and play around with this different AI technology inside the app itself. So I'm just going to send this chat, and you're going to see it's a chat interface, so I can ask questions. It's going to kind of talk back to me, and you can see right now it's building everything out and loading kind of this new power into the app. While this is loading, I'm going to kind of go through these different panels here. So we have our assets panel where you're able to upload imagery and you're able to put that directly into your app. So if I had a particular logo or I had some sort of, header image I wanted to use, anything like that, I'd be able to just upload a file directly from here, and then I'm able to kind of insert that right into the application. Here we have our design panel. This is only accessible to pro users, and you're actually able to click on elements and then adjust certain elements of the design. here we have a prompt functionality, which allows you to kind of write in big blocks of text instead of going through the chat one by one. And then here we are back to chat. So now I have this AI powered blog post generator. I'm going to switch back into demo mode and show you how this works. So basically you just have to enter a topic. So let's put in something simple like nature, and then I'm going to press generate post. And then you're going to see that the post is going to come and generate. You're able to test right here inside the builder, and you can see now I have a nature themed blog post that I'm able to use. So I'm loving this so far. I think it works really great. There's just a couple things that I think will make it better that we should add. So first I'm going to go up into this top section and I'm going to click on style guides. These are kind of pre-made styles that you're able to apply to your app, and it's just going to give it a different look and a more elevated look. So the one that I have on this app over here is called February. So I'm just going to choose that same one here, click February, and then I'm going to save changes. Then I'm going to come back over here and I'm just going to tell it to regenerate with the new style guide. Send that in, and it's gonna repopulate in the style of this new page. So while this loads, I'm going to show you something else that's really fun in Create, which is the revision history. So here you can see this is the live generation coming in of my new page with the style guide. But you can look before, you can go back in time as you make changes. If something happens that you're not super happy with or you'd like to revert to, you can always go back in time and choose something different and restore something. So here I already like how this looks a lot more, but there's a couple things I think will make it look better. So first, let's add suggestion chips underneath the topic fields. This is going to kind of make it easy to just automatically pick something that will get submitted to the blog. I also think in addition to that, it would be great to have I like how on this one we have like this little pill eyebrow text. So I'm just gonna ask to add a pill box. You can see already that these came in and these will just work. Let's add a pill box at the top for the eyebrow text. You can see it builds pretty quickly, and if you want to kind of watch as it builds live, you can go in and you can watch the code actually live generate, and you can also switch back to build mode. Build mode will show the live generation. Then here in demo mode, you can see that I have my little pill eyebrow text at the top. Then I kind of want everything centered, so let's center all the text. And then we'll give it a try and see if there's any other kind of design edits we want to make before we're able to publish the app. Create actually also has the ability for a couple other features I'm not going to jump into today. So you can actually create a function, which is really useful if you want to do something more complex in terms of functionality. If you want to connect an API, we have functions where you're able to add in secrets and you're able to kind of create more complex projects. We also have components if you want to turn a smaller part of your project into a component and then reuse it across other projects. So both of those are kind of more advanced features of Create that you're able to dive into as you sort of get further along in your journey with the product. We also have user accounts. User accounts allow you to turn on, and sign off in your project. So you're able to create basically like a login page. I'll turn it on for this project. Add user accounts. continue building, and now you'll see I have a sign up page, a sign in page, and a logout page that I'm able to toggle for each page that I build. So in this blog generator page, I can go into the settings and I can require an account to view. And now before coming to this page, you need to log in before you access it. And I don't want to leave that turned on, so I'm going to turn it back off, but that's how you would create sign-ins. So you can really create these kind of rich, complex apps right inside of Create. So now we have all of our content centered, and I'm gonna go ahead and test something out. Let's do a post on technology. Oh, it looks like it dropped our generate button. Let's add that back in. And while we're at it, let's have it add the option to delete the text once you put it in there. There we go. Build that part out. If you're building and Create and you have any questions or you run into any problems, I highly recommend joining our Discord. We have a super active Discord community. We have channels for support, discussion. We have some Japan-specific channels where we have conversations happening in languages, across the world. And it's a really great way to get automatic or immediate help from our team and other users playing around with Create. So now we have our button back. Let's go ahead and test this again. I'm gonna test technology. I'm gonna generate the post. And here we go. Now we have our generated post, which you're able to save actually. And once I save it, it'll go into save posts, which is really fun functionality. And you can kind of keep going back and forth and keep messing around with your project as you build. So if you want to, fix some things, you want to add things, you want to change things, you can really play around with a lot here. And you can get, you can get really far with your projects. So something else that I want to show you before we go is the ability to design something via a photo or a URL. So right here, I'm going to just take a screenshot of the Google homepage, and I'm just going to add it in this chat. And I'm going to say, build this for me. I have the style guide turned on, so you're going to see something really cool, which is that this is going to be built in the style of the other page, so they match. So you can see that right now we have the complete Google search page, and the styles are actually going to match across the board. So if you're creating a full app with different pages, you're able to get them all to match together, which is really fun. I'm going to add another page, and I'm going to do a similar thing with a URL. So let's say make google.com, and you're going to see again that it's actually able to pull what the page looks like from the URL, and you're going to be able to make a copy of it again in that same style as the style guide that we selected beforehand. So while you can see this is going to come in, it's going to load the code first. While this is loading, I'm going to show you how you're able to actually go ahead and publish this app so it's live. So I really like this page specifically. I want this to be my home page. So I'm going to go up to the publish button here, and I'm going to choose a created.app domain. If you're on our pro accounts, you can actually add your own custom domain. So if you have a domain from somewhere else, you're able to do that. But here you're able to create a created.app domain. So I'm gonna just say, Zaria's blog post .created.app. I'm gonna claim that URL and continue. And now I have all the pages that are currently in my app. This one is actually already set as home. I can toggle whether I want this page to be live or not. You can see the Google one we just did, came in. You can toggle whether you want these to be live or not. This is the Google one that I did via image, so I'm going to turn on my blog post generator and make that home just by adding a slash there. And then I'm going to publish my changes. While we're thinking about it, I'll show you that just by the URL, we got the Google homepage right here. Again, in that same style as everything else. I'm going to then go into publish. I'm going to view live, and now I have my live create.app blog post generator. I'll put in a different topic, click generate post, and we're going to see that post come up. As you get more advanced with Create, you can explore databases where you're able to actually save this blog post into a database to reference later. You can also play, more with choosing different models and really like linking pages and creating multi-page applications. Thank you so much for following along with me today as we went through and built this really fun blog post generator app. It was so great showing you all about Create, and I really hope that you join us on Discord. You can also follow us on Twitter at Create_XYZ. There you can see updates and you can kind of join the conversation happening about Create in real time. You can also give me a follow at Zaria Zinn, and I'll be posting about Create and different design tips and tricks for how to use Create. Thanks so much.
はい、ありがとうございました、ザリアさん。すごく未来を感じるというか、やっぱりノーコードって私も結構触って作ってるんですけれども、やっぱり機能を覚えたり、ちょっとした細かい操作を、デザインを変えるっていうのは結構やっぱりある程度テクニックだったり HTML をしてないと、できないんですけれども、やっぱり生成 AIを使ったこのような Create.xyz みたいなサービスを使うと、やっぱりもっと楽になるのかなっていう印象を受けました。では、ここからですね、さらにこれを深掘りしてもらったんですよ、吉川さんに。なので、吉川さんにその深掘りして、さらにこの Create.xyz を触っていただき、いろいろ吉川さんなりにまとめていただいたので、次は吉川さんに喋ってもらおうと思います。では、吉川さん、準備の方よろしいでしょうか。
はい、よろしくお願いします。